Yeah, greetings. I was an adventure. I connect, most likely two beings. We'll see how things go. So, much love, and see you on the other side. Greetings, this is I Am Blessings. This is a nice environment you have here of superficial aliens, human versions of aliens. Yes, and wildness I see. Humanity is doing what it does best, that is being unaware of its connections with the universe, which is fine. So much to learn. One moment. Ah, yes. Great alien entertainment. One moment. Yeah, it's quite fascinating here. Races. Yes. It is one way to entertain oneself, dangling from a apparition. The human race does give us, it is humorous, it has that element. Our connections with you is going to become more, how do I say, clear. We still won't be seen because we are high dimensional beings. Fifth, sixth density. We do not know what it feels like to have a body, but most of us do not have that connection, no need for it, no want one, don't need one. But many of us are incarnated in your world, and many of us are very quite confused in your reality and wish you come back to more of a simplistic environment. And many do of Arcturians, and you're incarnated as human, give up very quickly because they think too much. Their mind makes it very difficult to be in this environment. It's like nothing makes sense here, so they want to leave it or blow up, whatever comes first. Blowing up seems to be the main thing that they'd much rather do than sort things out and make peace. It's easier for them to just go crazy and just find the local drugstore and indulge with that. Or sexual favors, that seems to be another one part of the Arcturian energy. Is you can't figure out life, make love instead, and who cares? That is very Arcturian. It's more Arcturian than you realize in other beings. Many of those that you aware that think too much, and some of it are possible to be around, much of that is an Arcturian energy, just so you know. Just so you know how to deal with it, but that's up to you. As your reptilian is very muscle bound, even Palladian is very muscle bound, very Arnold Schwarzenegger muscle person that is very Palladian and reptilian, some Syrian. It does not matter. But Arcturian is very short and thinking too much and sometimes going down the drain. Some are doctors, some are lawyers, some are put themselves in a box and don't know how to get themselves out. Put themselves in a world, a fantasy world, one that they can make more sense because this one they can't find any sense. So they invent their own. So this is something that you can connect with. I believe some of you know these beings on your planet. The Arcturian way is very, yes, difficult to be around. Many are very difficult to be around. Not all, some are very loving and caring. And others are the other way around, on the other side of the paradigm. Those are very loving and caring. Usually, many Arcturians do not have a job. They are self-efficient, you can say. Live out in the woods or somewhere away from humanity and just connect with nature. And a hermit type of energy. Some are like that. Now understand with Arcturians, we have much connections with your Palladians when we incarnate you in your environment. So we have a different combinations of different type of species. So with this connection moment, there's much connections. Yes, I am going on and on. Alright, one more. Yes, my hand is kind of, I have to have a connection somehow. It's the best way I can do it. One moment. As we reconnect, as I was saying, Okay, one moment again. I don't know how you people do it on this planet. I don't know how being human on human world is very human and very difficult. We do not have these things of weather, not like this. And our music is more easier to connect to than your planet, more delicate. This is more noise. It's part of your environment. Not all of us like that, but as I was saying, the reason I am here, instead of ranting or babbling as I'm doing right now, rambling on like a Arcturian with a crack problem, as some will say on your planet, or a drug addict addiction on your world. One moment. Yes. One moment. Yes, you don't see all the things that I'm saying at this moment. It is quite somewhat entertaining, somewhat not entertaining. One moment. As we connect more with humanity, we get more. Well, not to use the word weirded out, but in some ways, yes. Your incarnation here is quite fascinating. We are going into more of a galactic know-how, a galactic well-being, but to reach that, yes, much negativity must be released. Your politicians, yes, are quite negative with each other, and most of them are quite flawed, as we can tell. And Hillary Clinton, yes, even your Donald Trump, yes, he's very Pleiadian, very flirtatious, very outspoken. That's very Pleiadian of him. Yes, maybe not always in the best nature, but that's because he's been humanized. And the show manners isn't very human on your world. Very difficult to find a human delicacy. And also in other environments, you're usually used to getting what you want. In this environment, it's much harder. So it just brings a lot of frustration to many. So sometimes you might say things you should not be saying. But remember, you are in a human world, so that is quite, I would not say acceptable, but quite common as for those type of things being said all the time. As for Hillary Clinton, yeah, sure, she is a black ops project, mind controlled greatly, and not always aware of her actions. Your Bill Clinton's also the same way. Yes, he's a horn dog, but he was easier to control more than your Hillary. Hillary's a little bit more difficult. She's more of a laboratory rat, you can say. That was worked on in your Black Ops. You'd be surprised the more you know. She's been mind controlled many times. Your Bill Clinton also, but she has been more mind controlled because they can see that she is willing to go where others will not go. I believe you to go there, if that makes sense, where Bill Clinton just wants to bone anything he can get his hands on. That is very true. He is part of Black Ops. Also, all presidential candidates are part of the Black Ops in some degree, to some fashion. But your Clinton crew is very much part of that situation, of the Black Ops. Trump is in some ways, yes, but he does not remember. Yes, in some ways, he does not remember. He's more of a Pleiadian group at this time that are actually watching him and caring for him at this time. Hillary is more from the darker side. You're not to say Trump is from one moment. More of your Men in Black type of connection. You'd be surprised, but well protected though, because they do see he's a disruptor and they like that. They like to see your world disrupted. Notice all the disruption going on? There's more disruption to come. And that is very MIB. You'd be surprised. Connect to it on your own. See what you think. One moment. Your humanity is getting quite. It's chipping away of the way you look at the world. As for your galactic connections, many will feel more alien. Yes, over the next 10 years. Yes. Sooner, unlikely. 10 years. You're humans, well, timelines can change. We give you the, well, oh, of course. Whenever you want to connect with us, please raise your hand. Just say hello. We will show our ships sometimes, depending on where you are. We have our welcoming hand to you, always. You are lovely to us. We learn much from you. Continue on your voyage. We love you very much. This is Arcturian. This is I Am Blessings and good day. Alright, greetings. Connection number, well, whatever number it is. Next. Alright, next channeling. Extraterrestrial, as far as I know, with love, and away we go. Yeah, as they say, off to the races. J-Rod. Zeta. Apparitions. Witchcraft is much a Zeta energy, more than you realize. Witchcraft is another form of spirituality. Spirituality became lost. Where humans unlocked their spiritual directions, and witchcraft was created as a way of one finding themselves. Humanity is still on its search. Our race, some of us have sacrificed our DNA to humans to refine themselves, giving our energies to you to relocate your psychic abilities. Many have given themselves to your environment. It is known to happen, not often, but it does happen. Where a Zeta is sacrificed into your human collective. The consciousness becomes part of human culture. Some call it the Holy Spirit. It is a higher dimensional gray that can be tapped into. So those that are aware, to rekindle. Some have to go to a darker state to find their spiritual directions. And that is where the Zeta energies is brought into. Some will find this difficult to connect to because they are making it make sense in human form is quite difficult. But it is happening. Not many beings do this. They give themselves to a world as their consciousness. Just as your Mother Earth is part of you, she did not give herself away. She was chosen to be part of this existence. And sometimes she wished she went somewhere else. Sometimes. Where humans totally neglect, such as the times of your atomic implosions on your world. She was telling us they're trying to blow us up, blow me up. And she did not find that all that comforting. As your race becomes more mature, you realize witchcraft in your past is much needed to redirect into back into spiritual knowledge that was lost. There's another way of finding oneself. The Druid energies is actually very much gray. Not all. Much of it is actually Arcturian also. The Arcturian has to do with witchcraft also. And many other energies. Archon energy is actually under witchcraft also. As you become more aware, this is another way of humanity finding itself. It chose darkness. We did not choose that darkness. Your humanity chose that darkness. We chose to be find a way so we can tap back into your culture where we were not allowed back in for some time. Assisting with your witchcraft energies did resurrect spiritual energy, spiritual knowledge. But seeing it more negative. But at least it's seen at all, recognized, at least in some regard. Instead of completely forgotten. And at one point that was seen. Much of your ancient Egyptians had much to do with your current witchcraft also. As much as that is your weird energies, but has transformed over time. Not an environment that we are comfortable in at this time. There isn't much Archon energies that is affecting your planet at this time. There's nothing to worry about. You want this Archon energy released, ask for it to be released, and we'll remove it. We have to recognize it's even there to begin with. Once you realize it's there, it will let itself go. But you have to change your environment also and change your perspective. Some will see a change in lifestyle. It is up to you. Because you can always be tricked back into that timeline that the Archon created. If you not change your ways and more positive or more... Because some say they want to change but they stay the same. You realize this. Or it's very difficult to want to grow. The Archon timelines can be easily removed if you wish them to be removed. It's like one says, I want to be positive, but they're negative all the time. It is the same thing. The more positive you are, the more you want to remove yourself from that timeline, it will be removed. It is that simple. But some do not have the belief system that's even there and continue on the Archon timeline and go into the abyss that they wish to go into, but it doesn't. It is quite complicated. The Archon timelines are fascinating, but difficult to remove from our end. We cannot assist you. You must assist yourself. Once you put effort into it, we can help more. But no help from you makes it difficult for us to bring a healing and a wellness, a harmony within your soul. Put you back on the direction you wish to move. Your holidays are very much Archon holidays, missed opportunities. Spirituality is replaced by materialism. Your Hanukkah is very much a materialistic holiday. Bearing gifts, nothing wrong with gifts, but it is still taking it away from what was well known. Understanding these holidays, and before that there were other holidays, more of like a spiritual cleansing, a spiritual know-how that has been replaced with these materialistic holidays. It was of a holiday, but it was quite different. It was a celebration time that has been replaced by materialistic times. That is much an Archon creation. This Archon creation is making your earth more diverse. It is strengthening it and also weakening it, where some have become very lost. And that lost life usually lasts for many lifetimes of being lost. That is it. We will leave you. This is J-Rock. Take care. Good night.